if during these months of preparing for exams, the food that you are eating, instead of helping you achieve your goal, is doing otherwise. Yes, we know that what we eat and how we eat has a lot of effect on the functioning of our body and minds. So why not tune it in accordance to our goal so that it also becomes a stepping stone for our success. So hi all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Manisha Buddhiraja and today with me is Dr. Vandana Verma. Please welcome Dr. Vandana Verma. A very warm welcome to you, Dr. Vandana.
Thank you.
Dr. Vandana started her journey as a physiotherapist and also won the Rising Physio Award. And because of a passion for food and nutrition, she went on to do post-graduation in dietetics and public nutrition. In her 8 years career of being a nutritionist, she has executed multiple projects globally on the therapeutic diet of diabetes, of metabolic syndrome and obese kids, which have been huge success all over. Now, along with that, she has benefited thousands of people globally in her seminars and workshops and helped people to develop a healthy relationship with the food that they eat. Not only that, she has been featured also on NDTV Doctor and yes, recently in Tata Sky channel Fam Health, where she conducted 2 series which were all about the journey from conceiving to childbirth and the complications which can be managed by diet. And last but yes not the least, she has also been featured on the cover page of Doctor's Hub for all her achievements. Thank you so much, Dr. Vandana,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now, Dr. Vandana, this is, I think, one question that each and every student would want to ask you. That during the exams, we are very apprehensive about having any proper meal because each and every second of our day is very important, and we know that the moment we eat, all the blood supply will go to our stomach and we will fall asleep. So, can you please guide us what can be the diet which can help us focus, keep us concentrated and keep us very energetic at the same time?
Right. Okay. See, firstly, I would like to say that I agree to the fact that during exams, whether it be any level exam, right, the stress levels are too high. Okay, and there is a eating which is induced by stress levels, right? So we eat more when we are stressed more, and there are most of us do that. Okay. So today I have got some tips for you which if you follow on daily basis would not only help you eat better, sleep better, but also focus on your studies better, and that would of course get better results in your exams.
So guys, be attentive and take out your journal so that you can jot down these 5 points and apply it in your daily life so that this also becomes a stepping stone for your success.
So my first tip which goes for the viewers is eat small meals rather than one big meal. Okay, by that I mean that generally I have seen that during our exams what we do is we have a big breakfast. Okay, and we think that now we would not eat anything for the next 6 to 8 hours. We would not just get up from our studies and we'll get a continuous hours to study, and that's one big mistake according to me which we do. So we generally have a big breakfast thinking that we'll not have a second meal, but that just makes us more sleepy and sluggish. Because if you notice, जब भी आपका पेट भरा होगा ना, you'll feel sleepy, right?
Yes.
So अगर if you give me a good breakfast और मैं खा के उसको एक लस्सी का ग्लास पी लूँ, I will be sleeping throughout.
Definitely.
Okay, so that is one mistake which we do. We should not pile on in one meal. Instead, we should eat smaller meals throughout the day. Don't think कि आपको break लेना पड़ेगा बीच में, so you will just eat at one meal, but always think in a way that you can eat variety of foods and lighter foods, and also it will give you continuous supply of energy throughout the day. Okay, you need continuous supply of energy, and that would be got from food. You can't eat fruits, salad, roti, sabzi, dal, maybe your protein all at the same time, but you need all this in your body to function well, right? So spacing out the meals throughout the day is a very good idea. For that, I would recommend, so for a breakfast, for example, you should be taking something like eggs with vegetables and cheese. Okay, so having a very high carbohydrate breakfast is not a very good idea. Instead, you can go for a protein and fat breakfast. So eggs with cheese, or maybe a besan chila with paneer for vegetarians. It can be, by adding cheese, you're just adding a little more fat, which keeps you full for a longer time. आपको भूख जल्दी नहीं लगेगी. Also, a very good concept which is called fat first is a good concept for people who are preparing for exams and they want to keep themselves full, and they also don't want to pile on extra weight, and they want to be alert, right? So by fat first I mean you have to just drink a coffee in the morning, because हम सारे coffee और tea पे थोड़ा ज़्यादा ही focus करते हैं during exams. So it is like a black coffee with 1 spoon of coconut oil, or it can be ghee, or it can be unsalted butter. So just add 1 teaspoon to your coffee, whisk it well, and just add water to it. Have this in the morning. So you would feel heavy, you would feel energetic, you would feel alert, and you would not feel hungry very soon.
So guys, the first tip is that don't have a very heavy meal at one time, and in the breakfast what we can do is we can mix protein and fat rather than having a lot of carbs.
Yeah.
And yes, this coffee thing, I think maybe we can have it sometime after the breakfast, so that
Before
then
the breakfast.
Before the breakfast.
So you have
Okay.
it in the morning. This would keep your 3-4 hours easily. You can manage with this. You try it and you will see. Also, all these fats are good fats. So if you have coconut oil in your coffee, it's a good fat to start your day with. Then after probably an hour or so, you can have a handful of nuts, and then you can come on to your breakfast.
You get up in the morning, maybe at 5 o'clock or at 6 o'clock. If you have a coffee, then with ghee or with oil, then probably you can have your breakfast at 10 o'clock.
Exactly.
And those 4 hours you can concentrate on whatever you are studying without having the need of getting up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're done with the first tip. My second tip for the day is don't eat very fast and don't fill yourself too fast. Okay? By that I mean, we all know that it takes 20 minutes for our brain to actually register that we are full. Our satiety levels to register that we are full. So when we have a meal very fast, and generally students who are preparing for exams, they eat very fast. 5 minute ke window mein you would be eating. Don't do that. That would just, it would actually make you go for a second serving very soon. So अगर आपने suppose आपने एक plate full of rice खा लिया है, but आपने बहुत जल्दी खाया है within 5 or 10 minutes, you would go for another serving faster. Your body actually does not need that second serving, but because your brain has not got the signals of fullness, you're taking a second serving. So have your meals take 20 minutes, chew properly. So पुराने time में जिस तरह से our elders used to say chew properly, the reason was that they wanted us to take at least 20 minutes to eat our food. So that is one more tip which I would like to share, that eat slower. Definitely understand this. अगर आप बहुत ज़्यादा खाना खाएंगे, because of any reason, you will end up sleeping, end up feeling sluggish and not feeling good about yourself. And then after the exams finish and you gain all this weight, you'll feel miserable too.
So guys, the second tip is that we do not want to eat more. So for that, what we need to do is we need to eat slow. Yes, and there is a scientific basis for this, that whenever we eat, as the food goes into the small intestine, there are hormones and there are signals released which go to the brain, to the satiety center, and which will make you feel full.
Next tip would be that, incorporate healthy snacks in your diet rather than eating mindlessly. Okay? By that I mean कि अगर मैंने आपको बोला है that you have 5 to 6 meals in a day, I do not mean that you have 5 to 6 main meals in the day. I mean that you will be adding some snacks to your diet. So for that, please choose healthy snacks. Keep things like gur, chana, or keep things like makhanas or seeds, pumpkin seeds and all with you. You can keep nuts, walnuts, almonds, all this with you. And you can also stay away from bakery stuff, stay away from biscuits. Biscuits की जगह पे आप चाहें तो again walnuts, almonds, or even granola bars for that reason is a good option. So you can keep having healthier snacks throughout the day. You can make maybe a hunkered or a hummus dip and just have it with some salad sticks. You can do that. You can also consider having something like a fruit parfait. So these are good options for you to include in your diet. You would not only get the essential vitamins, minerals and oils, but also at the same time the continuous energy which I'm talking about, which you need while you are preparing for your studies, because your mind needs to be focused, and if you don't give food to your mind, you would definitely feel sluggish and your concentration levels would go down.
So we can keep nuts and fruits, I think that is very handy and very easily available
Exactly.
on our table itself, so that we do not have to get up.
Just grab a
Or-
banana,
yes.
full of potassium, full of all the nutrients you require, and it's a good energy source as well.
Yes, and I think another benefit of having these small meals or small snacks in between is that this will not make you feel famished in between the two meals.
Exactly.
And if we are totally famished by the second meal, then we will tend to eat much more and much faster.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So the next tip would be have plenty of water. I'm a big fan of water, and I always recommend water for mostly all problems except any kidney diseases. But have enough water. There are times when we are not hungry and thirsty and we just eat more. हमें लगता है कि हमें भूख लगी है, but it's actually not hunger. So just have a glass or two of water that time, and then you see you would actually start feeling bloated and heavy. So आपने जो खाया है, it would start coming up and your digestion process will also start. So having water, enough water, at least 10 to 12 glasses in a day is always recommended. This not only curbs your hunger, but it also prevents dehydration.
So yes, this is one very important point that I have myself noticed, that we need to reconnect with our hunger. Most of the time, the reason that we are eating is not because we are hungry, but maybe because we are tired, we are bored, we are overworked, or maybe just because the food is available,
Exactly.
or we are thirsty. That is a very important point. And if you feel that you are hungry, you need to identify what is this. Is it actually hunger? Take a glass of water and maybe you feel that it was thirst that you were craving for, not hunger.
Yeah. Also, some
And that
people
will keep you active also.
Exactly.
Yes.
So some people do come to me saying कि मैं इतना पानी नहीं पी पाती या I don't like the flavor of water that much. You can also infuse your water in that case. You can just add some lemon slices, or you can add some orange slices, mint leaves or ginger to your water. Infuse it for a while and then you drink that. It becomes like a nice antioxidant and flavored water. So you can have that also. You can add chia seeds or alsi seeds also if you want to add a little more fiber to your diet and want to feel fuller for a longer time. So that can be done with water.
Yeah, the chia seeds, I have tried that. So that makes the water look so beautiful, and you just have to put it into the water.
Yeah,
and I
one
think it has got
teaspoon
a
of
lot
chia
of-
seeds in almost a 500 ml water. You can just keep sipping that water. That would add the extra fiber to your diet, and if you're facing constipation, that would also be relieved with it.
So you can just note down these things and you can keep it handy with you. In the morning, you can fill your bottle with water with some chia seeds, so that each time you drink, you don't have to go and search for it, look for it.
Yeah. And the last point which I would like to share is please include some exercise in your diet. I know you would be having 10 excuses to give me. COVID hai, bahar nahi ja sakte, we don't have places to go. But half an hour of just probably jumping, dancing, or just doing yoga, Surya Namaskar, whatever you like. It is not only for your physical activity but also for your mental health. And if you're not mentally happy, your endorphins are not released properly, you would definitely not be able to focus better. So after half an hour of maybe also playing out. So if you're fond of badminton, find a partner and go and play badminton. आप ये मत सोचो ये half an hour मैंने waste किया है, पढ़ाई कर लेता इससे तो better. This half an hour will increase your concentration so much that जो चीज आप आके 1 घंटे में करने वाले थे वो आप 40 minutes में complete करोगे. So that is again a very important point.
Yes,
Do not
and
keep exercise at your back seat.
yes, definitely. And this is what I'm going to make my next video on for all of you. That what are the exercises? Everybody tells us that do exercise, do exercise. What are the exercises that while studying you should be doing, and you can do it very easily. So so that you can do it, you can inculcate exercise in your daily routine.
Yeah.
Now, Dr. Vandana, one more tip. Can you tell us that can we add some memory foods, super brain foods, which will add on to our memory? Because at this time we want to remember each and every word that we have remembered.
Yeah, right. Okay. So firstly, for brain foods, what I would say is, again, all those 5 tips were very important when you want to increase your memory. But there are few food components, if you just keep consciously adding them in your diet, it is always better. So first one I would like to mention, one of my favorite one is walnuts, right? they have a high concentration of DHA, which is the type of omega-3. So it's actually a brain food. It also looks like a brain. So that is one food which you should be including in the diet. रोज आप try करिए to have 10 almonds and 2 to 3 walnuts in your diet. You can have them just like that, or you can add them in your salad, you can add them in your curd, you can have it in any form. Okay, soaked almonds are always better to consume. Secondly, seeds. Seeds are again very good source of omega-3, which we are right now emphasizing on, but also a good source of zinc, iron and magnesium. So pumpkin seeds, for example, is again very good, and now we are lucky enough to get a lot of trails, seed trails in the market, so we don't have to actually go and make something. Please go and pick up this from the supermarket, and do not
You can
pick
just
up the
order
chips
on
and biscuits.
Amazon also.
Exactly, you have a variety of them now. और आप अपने biscuits और chips को छोड़ के just get something like this in your diet. Include this. Sprinkling this on your salad is again a very good idea. Even if you put it in your curd and add fruits, you make it into a very nice dessert. So that can be done. Then fish is again a very good option to be included in the diet. Fish is a brain food. Fish has a lot of omega-3 fatty acids again. So again, adding fish is a very good idea. Food which you can include is berries. So blueberries and strawberries, again these have good amount of antioxidants, and they are also they play a role in anti-aging, right? So also anti-aging of your brain. So अगर आप ये ले रहे हैं ये चीजें अपनी diet में, you will always have a stronger brain. You will always give that food which is required to the brain. So and strawberries are so much in season right now. So adding strawberries is again a very good idea.
When we anyway have to keep snacks with us, I think it is always better that to keep the snacks which add on to your memory to help you increase your memory. For example, as she has just mentioned, the walnuts, the almonds, and along with that the seeds. They are very readily available on Amazon, and also the blueberries.
Yeah.
Yes. And one more last tip, Dr. Vandana, please tell us what we can have, what our students can have on the day of the exam, on the morning of the exam, because on the morning of the exam the stress levels are so high that most of the time we already are having butterflies in the stomach and we skip our breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And that is not at all good for concentration and focusing during the exams. We don't want to be hypoglycemic while we are giving the exam.
Exactly. So first thing is, yes, skipping of breakfast is not recommended at all. Stress can lead to hypoglycemia. You can feel dizzy, and an empty stomach can just aggravate the condition even further. So that is one thing which should be avoided completely. But at the same time, having a very heavy breakfast is also not recommended, as that can later on cause stomach cramps or flatulence or irritability or bowel irritability, which we do not want on that day. So my recommendation is have a good breakfast, which is a good combination of carbohydrates, proteins and fat. Okay, so we're going to combine all three in our breakfast. So a good something like an egg with some saute mushrooms and a toast is a good idea. A stuffed paratha is also a good idea. So maybe a small lightly oiled paratha with some maybe a missi paratha, so thoda sa besan ke andar you can just put gobi or methi and make that paratha for yourself. That is a good idea. Having curd is again very good. Avoid milk in the morning. Milk can cause stomach irritability again. So having curd is a good idea. You can have curd with muesli, add fruits to it, add your seeds to it. So that can be done. So breakfast which is balanced on protein, fat and carbohydrate, and at the same time not very heavy on the stomach, is the best breakfast.
So you can just have a paratha with lightly oiled paratha with curd, or you can have eggs with
a toast,
bread,
a multigrain toast.
Multigrain toast, or you can just have muesli or cornflakes.
Cornflakes, okay, yeah, but a muesli is better because it is more fibrous and it keeps you fuller for a long time.
Okay, so muesli in curd added with some fruits.
Even over. So I really hope that I have given you some important and some relevant information today, and all thanks to Dr. Manisha for getting me over and giving me this opportunity to actually talk to her viewers.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vandana. This was really very helpful, and I am sure the students have noted down, and you will just keep all these things handy near your table so that you do not have to, and nowadays everything is available so easily. It's just click away, right?
Yeah, it is.
So yes, it was really very helpful. So let food not become a hindrance on your progress, on your success.
Yeah, so mindful eating and sensible eating is the key.